Greetings, folks. Ray Adams here at the PGA Merchandise Show. I promised you some great innovations. I promised you great people, and I've been delivering that so far. I'll do some more tomorrow as well. And you can follow everything on my Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube channels by going to Match Play TV. Well, as far as great people go, there isn't a greater one at the PGA show than the president of the PGA of America, my great friend for many years, and from Phoenix, and the owner of Augusta Ranch Golf Club, which we talk about all the time on the radio shows. And Don's been on my television show, and he's been a great friend of the radio shows over the years. But now, this is the first interview as president of the PGA of America. Are you pinching yourself a little bit?
Well, absolutely. I mean, it's, you spent 2 years as secretary, 2 years as vice president, and it is different. I think when the PGA magazine came out and I was Mr. 44, I'm like, oh my gosh, I never thought I'd be on the cover of a magazine. So I probably pinched myself at that point.
Well, I remember when you were running for secretary and what you had to do
for your help,
all over the country. Well, I pledged whatever help I could give you. We did as much as we could. It might have been a grain of sand, but we did a little together to help, and you got elected. Which means you're automatically going to ascend to the throne.
Yes. That is the way it works. 2 years as secretary, 2 years as vice president. My presidential term will be 2 years. And so a lot going to happen in the next 2 years. I'm excited about it. A lot has already happened in the last 2 months.
And Don, tell the folks that are watching in just a line or two, what does the secretary of the PGA of America do? What does the VP do? And now as president, what are your main duties?
Yeah, as secretary, you do everything involving membership. So you chair the committees, education, employment, membership, and you talk to the members. You chair the board of control, which is kind of like our Supreme Court for code of ethics and things like that. As vice president, it's all about financial. You chair the budget committee, the investment committee, the audit committee, the innovation fund. And so you really learn about the financials of the PGA. So really, by the time you're president, you got a 4-year degree in the PGA of America.
Wow.
So now your job is to go out there and tell the story of the 31,000 men and women. Go out there and talk about to the legislators about water and how it affects golf and how it affects our pros and all the money we raise for charity. Or even, all of the disruption in the professional game. How does that impact the PGA of America? And then certainly, like with the rollback of the ball, we believe that's affecting recreational golf. And so we've made a couple of bold statements about that. But all those things, that's my job now, is to talk to everybody and about the 31,000 men and women that make this association run, which grow the game.
So, absolutely, Don. And you, of course, a PGA professional for so many years.
Yeah.
And also, he was an umpire and started his TV episode with me with his mask on and yelled, "Play ball!"
I did. Yeah, 9 years, 1,300 baseball games. And I'm pretty sure some of those experiences are going to help me be president.
Absolutely.
Just traveling, and working as a team, and depending on people, but also standing by your calls.
So
if they're wrong, it's all right to change them, but change them for the right reasons.
Yes. So let's go ahead and give us one statement from the PGA of America about the rollback.
Yeah. We're against it.
Yes.
I don't know one recreational golfer who wants to hit it shorter. That's what Derek said, and I believe him. I mean, as you know, I work at a short course, and they don't want to hit it short there either.
But don't you think the recreational golfer are going to go out and they're going to buy all the balls they can afford, and they're going to still play with a regular ball because they're not under the,
Well, yes and no. I mean, I think that's what's the beauty of our game of golf is everybody wants to play by the rules. So you're right. When 2028, the elite players start playing the new ball, and then 2030, the manufacturers are going to make those balls, and are people going to use them in 2031 and 2032? They might use them for the rest of their life. So they'll be storing them up like wine. But and that's the issue, right? I think at the end of the day, is distance a problem? Maybe for the 1% of the game, there's ways to address that. But for the 99%, we're booming right now. Why would we do anything that would decrease the enjoyment of playing golf? It doesn't make sense.
Now, as PGA of America president, and I know as secretary and VP as well, you are in on and meet with the other global leaders of golf.
Oh, yeah.
PGA Tour, the R&A. You'll even do more so of that now. Where are they at with all this?
Well, no doubt there's a huge ecosystem of golf, right? The manufacturers and some of the stakeholders in the recreational game. So I meet with them too. So the owners, the superintendents, the builders, the architects, the club managers. We talk to all of them. The LPGA, the
ball manufacturers,
professionals, the ball manufacturers, the club manufacturers. I mean, our friends at Ping, they don't have a ball, but now they've got to somehow get their clubs ready for a ball that doesn't exist yet. That's kind of an unfair thing for them. PGA World Alliance, to answer your question directly, of the 8 recognized PGAs around the globe, recognizing or representing 60,000 PGA members. They're against it.
Yeah.
We're all against it. As far as the PGA Tour, we don't know yet. I mean, they're doing a lot of testing, and we'll find out what's going on. But I think we look forward to some meetings that are coming up with the USGA and the RNA.
I was going to say, what's the USGA say about all this? It seems like they're the lone, they're standing alone against everybody else.
No, not at all. I think their job is to govern the game.
Okay.
Their job is to protect the standards of the game. We get it. We don't blame them for that.
But they're still going forward with
it. They want to, but I think there's information we'd like to give them about the impact on the recreational game that maybe they didn't understand. And so I don't find this as anybody's drawn a line in the sand.
Okay.
It's really just getting us closer together, because who needs more disruption? I don't want it, but I think it truly is. This moment is actually the moment that's going to bring us all closer together. So what an opportunity.
PGA of America is booming, has been booming for a long time. There's so many initiatives. There's so many compelling things that you do. Yeah. And we could sit here for 2 hours and you could list them all out and explain them to the viewers. But I think the folks need to go to your PGA website, PGA of America website. Sure. And I encouraged in a video that if the golfers you golfers, men and women, and with your kids, get to Frisco, Texas, if you possibly can. It is all family friendly. It is the greatest learning and teaching facility on the planet. Yeah. And it's right near Dallas, easy access. Don gave us a private tour last summer when he was only the vice president. And Don, just give us 2 words about Frisco and the home of the PGA of America.
Well, you just said family and fun. I mean, that's it. The hotel's based on that. There's a 2-acre putting green. There's a 10-hole lit golf course. 2 acres. It's big. 10 holes of golf under the lights and 2 championship golf courses. One which we're going to host the Women's PGA Championship at, here coming up in June. So that's what it's about. But really, our home quarters on the corner there, to your point, you got the tour of. Yeah. That bottom floor is all about teaching. Every future PGA professional will be taught there.
Unbelievable.
And, our board meetings are on the 4th floor, so that when we're thinking of why we're doing this, we just look outside and go, that's why we're doing this, to grow the game and serve the members. So, if you're not sure of our why, go to our home quarters and you'll see our why all over the walls.
You've got to go. If you're a golfer and you love the game, bring the kids and go to Frisco, the home of the PGA of America. Yeah. Don, you are going to preside over a Ryder Cup.
I am.
Now, you and I did a wonderful video in Rome at the last Ryder Cup, and we talked all about, and you told us on camera that the PGA of America really doesn't have much to say or to do with the goings-on of a Ryder Cup that's in Europe.
Correct.
But now all that's different.
Yeah, absolutely.
So give us a little insight to that, and what are you and the team going to do for the Ryder Cup to win in America?
Yeah. Well, I think first, the environment there is going to be amazing. Typically there's some stadium around the first tee. We're going to have stadium around the 18th green and the first tee. Bethpage Black will actually move the tee box over on number 1 so that we can do that. That's going to be exciting. I think some worry about the passionate fans of New York City and the Americans that are going to be there. But, to be honest with you, the New York State Police Department, working directly with them, there's no doubt everybody's going to be safe and secure. I think it's fascinating, some of the things we're doing. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, anybody who's got a ticket, if they've got kids under the age of 15, they come in for free. Whoa. 2 kids per ticket.
Whoa.
So give me a major championship that kids, and it's the practice round, but kids get to get in for free. And every ticket includes unlimited food and non-alcoholic beverage.
How many PGA Tour professionals or LPGA Tour professionals today and over the last several years have said, I went to the Solheim Cup, I went to the Ryder Cup as a young person with my dad or my mom and dad, and here I am as a tour professional now. I was so impressed. I fell in love with the game. I followed the players, and here I am as a tour pro.
Well, it's amazing, too, right? And not many people know about the Junior Ryder Cup. The Junior Ryder Cup happens the same time as the Ryder Cup. Actually, the singles matches of the Junior Ryder Cup are going to happen Thursday on Bethpage Black.
Whoa.
And that is Europe against us, and it's super exciting. And Jordan Spieth played on that team back in the day. Justin Thomas played on that team. So you're right. You can go from a little kid just watching golf to somebody who makes the Junior Ryder Cup team to eventually makes the Ryder Cup team. And isn't that the beauty of golf?
Unbelievable. And what you do, Don, I can't even imagine to keep up pace with you. I saw you ripping through the floor, and it's going to be like that for the next 2 years because you just got elected in November.
I did.
A few months ago. and a couple months ago, and you are off to the races wearing your roller skates
I am.
and your Batmobile and your wings, your PGA mobile, whatever it is. The next thing you need is a PGA jet airplane.
Oh, I just needed a little segue around here. I wanted to get a little helmet and drive one of those things
I
around.
begged them to let me ride
But
one,
no,
and they said no.
we don't have a jet. We don't fly
I'm-
jets around. No, but it's funny. Everybody
I'm
says
teasing.
that, and but it's I'm riding planes just like everybody else, going out to see the members. I'm on the road 185 days.
Yeah.
But those days are the days I spend with the members, and so that's the reason I got elected. So I'm excited
you get
about
to
it.
take
I
your
love.
wonderful wife with
Oh,
you.
absolutely. Yeah, that's one of the things the PJ does. If Karen wants to travel with me, she can, because there's no sense that an officer's marriage takes a beating. We know that our facility,
We don't want to do
you know
that.
what I mean? We have to delegate most of our responsibilities. Since we don't get paid, as officers of the PGA,
Yeah.
there's certainly some things that at least help
Right.
us manage our business and manage our not manage a marriage. I don't know if you ever want to do that, but
Well,
to make sure our marriage is flourishing.
well, we get to take our wives with us, and that's the
Amen.
wonderful thing. And that's why
Yes,
my wonderful
I see
wife
that. That's
is
amazing.
filming this video right now,
She's
and
doing
she is
excellent.
filmed with me all over the world. She's fantastic.
She is fantastic.
And Don, I'm going to give you the last word. Thanks for taking the time, because I know that
Absolutely.
your time is unbelievably taken,
Yeah.
well, as all of ours are. But
Amen.
he's in a special job for 2 years.
Correct.
And then after that, what are you going to do?
Yeah, they don't give you a fancy coffee cup anymore. And as soon as you're done being president, you're done. Well, you're honorary president.
Yeah.
So you still go to the events more in a ceremonial role and don't have as much to do, so you can support the board and the officers that are there. So
I mean,
it's a
you don't get a
good moment.
pension and a security detail to follow you around the rest of your life like the other presidents do.
No, just go back to being a PGA member, which is all I really ever wanted to be.
At Augusta Ranch Golf Club in Phoenix, Arizona, where he has one of the most unbelievable top tracer facilities in the country.
Thank you.
If you're in Phoenix and you're watching, you got to get to Augusta Ranch Golf Club.
You do. It's so cool there. I mean, those 21 top tracer bays, it's
amazing.
families hitting balls together. Who knew? It's not somebody hitting an 8-iron all day long. It's families exchanging
Food
clubs.
service.
The food's out there.
You can play
Buckets is
teams
open.
at other golf courses.
Yeah, all that's true.
And then from there, you can take people that are not really into playing the game on a course, and you can slowly move them into that right there at Augusta Ranch.
No doubt. I mean,
I love
in the top tracer, you can play Go Fish, then you do Angry Birds, and now you're doing closest to the pin. So it actually transitions you to being a real golfer.
Isn't that fun? Don Rea, president of the PGA of America, but moreover, and maybe even more importantly, a member of the PGA of America.
And your friend.
And my friend. And we share the same faith.
We absolutely. Amen. Appreciate you.
Thank you so much for watching. More to come. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, at Match Play TV. Thank you.